Hey guys, Desletter Magic here, and this is the video that you have all been waiting for. What is the EV of Masters 25 right now as it sits, based on nothing but pre-order data? Now, I would say it's based on like card value, but that's not really how it works, because, you know, the card value from before it was announced, yeah, it's probably a $700 EV. I mean, you know, but as soon as people know, oh, this has been reprinted never, and now it's in this set, and this set's probably going to have, you know, 10 to 50,000 boxes ran off from the way I understand it, that might do something to the price. So on average, I'd say really good pre-orders are going for roughly half. So if it was a $10 card, it's now $5. Just right out of the gate, it's $5. So if you want to blame someone, blame the single sellers selling pre-orders, because they basically set the prices and they ruin it for everybody. So thanks, guys. But anyway, let's just jump into the numbers here. This is my typical spreadsheet here. We got mythics, we got rares twice because mythics are at half the prevalence. So the rare slot consists of this plus this plus this. If I highlighted correctly. And then we got the uncommons thrown in just because of these, just the top. By the way, if you're not watching this in HD full screen, might wanna. I can't make the text a whole lot bigger. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I could zoom in a little bit maybe there. I guess I can literally make it bigger because it'll upscale the font. All right, there we go. So, I just did the uncommon ×3, and then the rare slot, and then the foils at a 1.4 multiplier because that is the average typical foil up value, or whatever, value added, whatever you want to call it. Like the average foil, rare or mythic, is worth about 140% as much as the normal one, just across the board. Now, some of them are double, some of them are 10% higher. It just is what it is. Just, I did a very elaborate calculation one time based on 3 different sets, and that's what it is. So it's about as close as you can get without knowing the pre-order price for foils. And as far as I know, nobody pre-orders foils. So there you go. I should say sells them. Like, nobody offers pre-orders for them. So let's check this out. Let's see. What do we got? The mythic average. All right, mythic average, 24.59. Not bad. This is bad. That right there. But this isn't bad. So, I mean, what is that? You got, like, what, a 40% chance of pulling a good card? All right. I mean, these are disappointing right here. I mean, I'm not saying they're bad cards. I'm not saying I dislike them, except for the 2 achromas, in which case I am saying that. But, yeah, I mean, these are, I'd say from here up. From here up, I'd be like, yeah. Like, here I'd be like, yeah. Yeah. But here I'd be like, yeah. Especially here. I'm raising the bar as I go. I'm thinking, I mean, you know, 240 a box or whatever, which nobody's going to pay that. I don't pay that. But yeah, 24.59 average. That is not bad. That is really not bad for a mythic average. I mean, it's not great. I've seen way higher. I think I've seen it in the 40s, but it's not bad. The rare average. Now, here we go. Check out the rares. We got $45. That's Rishadon. I expect that to fall, by the way. And then it just goes straight to like 22.21, which, okay, for a rare, you know, $20, $18, 16, 14, you know, it goes on down. And then we're at, you lost money. Let me show you how far you've lost money. This is the rest of the rares. Take a guess what you think the rare average will be. Just given what a pile of flaming garbage the rare value is. Just take a guess. Okay, do you really think this will offset it? I'll give you a hint, no. And is it above 10? No. Is it even above 7? No. Ready? $5.52. I honestly thought it would be $4 looking at this just pile of utter trash right here. Just look at this. Makes me sick just looking at it. God, Wizards, get it together. Put something that doesn't suck in the damn set. Holy crap. Okay, so uncommon is not a big reveal here. I mean, like, it's a bunch of quarters and crap. So the uncommon average is actually 56 cents, mostly because of these. Like, these right here drive it way up. I mean, a $5 uncommon is going to do it. And then I just disregarded commons because who cares? I'm sure there's ones that are above 25 cents, but I just don't care. That's what it comes down to, let's be honest. All right, so the rare slot EV, if you're wondering how to do that, it's average of this plus these plus these. So it's all of the values added together and then averaged, which is how you do an average. It's a weird way to phrase it. 788. That's it. 788. So before you even touch the foil, 788. That is terrible. Absolutely terrible. I mean, it has to be $11. It just has to. It has to be $11 for people to buy this and open it. And it's not $11. This is garbage. This is absolutely terrible. I mean, I can't stress this enough. Everybody's going to get stuck with this just dumpster fire of a set. Words cannot describe how badly this is going to sell. Okay, uncommon. I mean, that's not even a reveal. It's literally this times 3. There's 3 uncommons. It's $1.69. Then we got the foil rare / mythic prevalence chance value, which is where all this crap comes from over here. We got basically just your chance of pulling a foil that is a rare or mythic is right around 25%, which that actually seems high to me. I don't know. I thought there was supposed to be 51 rares. I don't know what they really did here. 101 doesn't seem right either for commons. I don't know. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. But I think that this is how they do it. This is how you represent it's like double, 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 and then same prevalence. If that's how they print foils, great. That's the way I understand it. It could be wrong, but if it is, it's close. So we've got a 100% chance at pulling a foil, so remember that. So we've got the rare slot average times 1.4, because that's the average value of a rare mythic as a foil, and then times 25%. So obviously you could just about do that in your head, so it's 276. So between the rare slot, the foil, and we're disregarding uncommon foils too, by the way, like completely. And then uncommons, you reach a total of 1234, which you're probably thinking, oh good, it's above $9.99. No, there's nothing good about this, because on day 1 this is probably going to drop to like $9. So multiply that by 24, $296. So you probably think, well, 296 EV, that is quite a bit above 240. And honestly, most stores I heard are going to sell this around 200. So you got $100 profit every time you open a box. And yes, that really isn't that bad, unless you don't care about uncommons. Then it is that bad. Oh, good. After sales tax, you broke even. Okay, let's put that back. Let's be fair here. I mean, you got some value. I mean, honestly, buy listing, and if I just erased every value that was below $2 or something, yeah, it would get bad. It would get really bad really quick. So 296.23. That's according to Card Kingdom's pre-order prices. That is, as it sits right now today, the pre-order price. And it can only go down from there. It's not, oh, somebody came up with a new deck. No, these are 100% reprints, multiple formats. None of these cards are going to go up after the reprint. That just doesn't happen unless it's some kind of really weird fluke or something. I don't know. Like it probably, like if it would have happened anyway regardless, like, oh, here's a new deck, it works, cool. Doesn't really matter if it was reprinted or not. But, okay, here's the thing. Okay, here's the reason this says Jace. Pay attention. Ready for this? 296. All right, let's go. 296. All right, that's what the EV is. So they unbanned Jace, and he hit $110, okay, which is bullshit because on eBay he's like 85. He was on eBay about roughly $50 before. I think it's 54, so I think that's what it was. So let's go 54, all right? Let's reban Jace. 281.23. Wow, guys, a $15 difference in the box EV. Oh, yep, they unbanned Jace to sell boxes, you guys. It made all the difference. Literally, somebody said, word for word, on their dumbass YouTube channel where they talk out their ass and don't know how to do math. I would be naming names, but I kid you not, I don't remember who it was. I want to say it was Rudy. It actually probably was Rudy. Anyway, he said, oh, it jacked it up like $100. No, it jacked it up $15. Here's the proof. Here, should I do it again? There you go. And there you go. One more time. There's after they unbanned him. And there's before they unbanned him. Now, theoretically, if it was 54 and then they announced a reprint, I mean, maybe it would have hit 35. So if you want to be fair, okay, so that's $20. But it's $20. $20 box EV. That's like less than $1 per pack. I mean, an extra $1 per pack is not like terribly insignificant, but would you really buy a box at $296 value instead of $276? I mean, just, okay, imagine that they made this the way they should have. There we go. So this is oh boy. This is a proper set, okay? $350 EV on day 1. All right? Now you add Jason, you're like, oh, 110, whoop-de-doo, $20. I mean, $20 from 350 to 370, it's still 300 and a lot. I mean, there's no sales difference in this. Now, people are saying you can't discount the wow factor, the gambling factor, which is true, I guess. Oops, I gotta make this $109.99. Gotta make it perfect. There we go. I guess, I mean, he is right now the number one card. And in foil, I can't even imagine what he'd be worth. Probably a lot. But I mean, would you really not be happy with a $75 card? I mean, some people were like, I want to pull that Tarmogoyf. And other people were like, I want to pull that, that masterpiece that's worth, whatever. So, like, most sets I can think of had a card above 100. Like, I think even Snapcaster Mage was not quite 100, but pretty darn close. So, everybody wants to pull the $100 card, and this set didn't have one. So, I mean, that's kind of a fair point, but honestly, if it went 40, 50, 50, 75, that's 4 targets that are pretty damn good. So, I mean, that's a matter of opinion, but it is a matter of mathematical, provable fact that Jace added about $15 to $20 to the EV, which in my opinion, that's not significant. But if you say, oh, wow, it's not 100, it's not night or day, it's really not even that much money, but it had an effect, and I think that $20 is enough to make a lot more people buy it, then, I mean, yeah, I don't have proof of this. I don't have marketing numbers. I don't have sales numbers. I don't have a time machine or a quantum reality generator to test it both ways. So whatever. But here, let's do this a little bit different. So, hold on. I got to pause the recording for a second because I'm going to utterly destroy this. All right. Made some changes here. You might have noticed. A couple little zeros added in here. Every single card, $1.99 and below has been changed to 0 because, in my opinion, they're worth 0 because I sell singles and I'm not going to bother to ship out a card that cheap and nobody's going to bother to buy a card that cheap. I'm going to get stuck with them. If I can buy list them for 50 cents, that's fantastic. Don't care. I do not rely on the buy lists, somebody else giving me money, my competition giving me money to make money on a set. That is idiotic. So, let's take a look at the real numbers here. The rare slot EV went down to 742. The uncommon average, oh God, 17 cents. That's fucking terrible. Anyway, so multiply that by 3, you get 52 cents. You're still going to get 52 cents worth of value per pack. Good for you. The foil rare mythic value average went to 260. That didn't actually even drop much. And the pack EV went to 1054. Box EV 252. Let's fast forward 3 days after release when everything drops an average of 10%. 227. Below MSRP. So this is real shit right here. Like, this is real EV. I actually give a shit about selling singles, and I'm not going to count every 50-cent card. And I live in the real world where pre-order prices are not release prices. So 227, if you ask me, 227.68 is like the real projected EV. Like, I can give you an EV that's like a real EV, which I just did, and then I'll give you the one that I use for how much I order and how I sell it. And right now, how I sell it is going to be probably sealed locally as much as I can. Don't care if I undercut my local shops. I got to get rid of this complete shitstorm of a set because it's trash. Nobody wants it. It's not worth anything. And every box I open, technically I'll make about $100 profit because I paid literally $127. So it's going to be exactly $100. But I don't want to do the work. I mean, it's just, okay, then let's add on envelopes. Let's add on, postage. My time, which is, everybody knows that's worthless. But yeah, $100, barely worth doing when I could just slap a label on a sealed box and send it off somewhere, which, by the way, FYI, I'm not allowed to do, but take a guess if Wizards enforces it. If Wizards enforced one goddamn thing in their entire fucking WPN agreement, they would have shut down Sports and More by now. So if they don't have to play by the rules, and neither is Card Kingdom, neither is Troll and Toad, neither is Channel Fireball, they can send out, sealed stuff, and internationally, they just don't comply with any of the online seller rules in any way, shape, or form. Take a fucking guess if I'm going to either. Fuck no. Okay, level playing field. I'm going to do the same bullshit they do. Although I'm not going to lie and have multiple WPN numbers, multiple accounts, and this is actually an empty storage unit, but that's my second shop, and oh, look, I got double FTVs, and I could sell them on eBay. No, I'm not going to pull that shit, but I am going to just, I'm not going to comply with anything Wizards tells me to do, basically. They can fuck off at this point. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. This should be bare minimum $200 higher. So double. This is half the value of what it fucking should be. half the value, okay? MM2, I'm pretty sure, had an EV flirting with about like 415, 425, if I recall. It started with a 4. Let's just put it that way. This does not start with a 4. This barely starts with a 2. This is an embarrassment. It's just Wizards outright lying to us. They said this is going to be fixed. This is not going to be the same mistake as Iconic Masters. Look at these fucking zeros. Does this look like the same mistake twice? Because this looks like the same mistake twice. I mean, this is a fucking joke right now. This is like... They're gonna come out and be like, yeah, y'all got pranked. We pranked you all. We told you it was gonna be good, and it's the same fucking underpowered bullshit. Whoopsies. Now see, let me throw this in, okay? Let me give Wizards the benefit of the doubt, like going all the way out on a limb, okay? Just this is a remote possibility. Like I said, if you would have taken these cards and gone to their original versions, their absolute original versions, and added them all up that way before, like when they're saying, what should we choose to put in the set? Okay, let's put in this in the set. It probably would have been a $700 or $800 EV. Well, actually, now that I've seen these numbers, $500 or $600, okay? So they're like, we put $600 per box of value in this set. This cannot possibly fuck up. And then Sports and More sold like 4,000 boxes, which is like double-digit percentages of all boxes that are going to be printed and made in the world, okay? I cannot understate how much of a economy and product-ruining asshole this person is who runs this fucking business. Anyway, okay, so they got 600. Well, people were pre-ordering this on eBay for, I believe, $159.99 was the exact to-the-penny number. $159.99 before one goddamn spoiler came out, okay? 1,000 people, actually a little bit above 1,000, bought it for that price, and then I believe they raised it to $179.99. Even that, I mean, $159.99. Are you fucking kidding me? You take your $600 worth of rares. This was supposed to be an amazing set with tons of value in it, and then there's this asshole giving it to people for $159. I mean... Card Kingdom knows, because that's where I got these prices from, Card Kingdom knows damn fucking well that they are going to, have to compete with that, and people are just going to just open it and dump the singles on the market. So let's say that they pre-ordered, or set the pre-order prices at like 75% value instead of like 50% of the old original card. Okay, I mean, that would bring the EV up to probably like flirting with $400, so it would be a great product. Except that people would be opening it. Like members of the public without distributor accounts would be buying cases at a time, opening it for $159.99 and just selling the singles for who gives a shit, because, I mean, they could take in $250 and be happy. So they're going to undercut them. Card Kingdom is going to sell 0, and so Card Kingdom goes and says, well, fuck it. What do we want to do? We're paying about, at their level, $110, $120 a box probably. $227 a box? Sure, we'll make $100. All right, that's fine. I mean, I think they're probably selling sealed boxes for like $190 over there or something. So no matter how they sell it, open it as singles or sell it sealed, they're making a healthy profit, but they had to lower all of these prices. All these prices right here, they had to lower them all to cater to Sports and More, that fucking douchebag on eBay selling the boxes for $159. This is why we need a price floor, or bare minimum, we need to get these assholes kicked out of the distributor program, everything. And the rumor is they actually are a distributor and they're just selling directly to the end users, which is, I'm sure, some kind of violation of some agreement, but somebody must be friends with somebody. Let's just put it that way, because Wizards is doing nothing. Every time somebody brings this up on the Wizards WPN Facebook group or the Reddit post or anything, it gets shut down and deleted immediately. Somebody's like, can you do something about this? Does anybody know anything about this? Are these people even on the up and up? Boom, it gets deleted. The topic gets deleted. So Wizards is actively covering up for these fuckers while they sell like 3, 4, 5,000 boxes for like way below MSRP. I mean, it puts local gaming stores out of business. It makes it so that I can't make money. And most importantly, to you personally, this is the result. $227.68 real day 3 EV, because they sold it for $159. Direct cause and effect. Okay? All the major single sellers would not be pre-ordering, or selling pre-orders, I should say, at these shitty prices that you see right here if it wasn't for that asshole. So everything everything wrong with the set goes back 100% to Sports and More, not Wizards. So unless Wizards just was a bunch of morons, they knew what would happen. They know that prices drift down over time, and they just didn't give a shit. They just don't want to put too much money to set, because then if they put too much money in the set, they still make the same amount per box when they sell to the distributor. So they were ultra conservative on this one, just like they were for Iconic, and there you go. This is the result. They should have put a couple more $100 cards in there. They should have put fetch lands in. I mean, here, let's put fetch lands in. Here we go. You ready for this? Let's take out this bullshit and go, I mean, what would it be? 30, 30, 30, 30, 30. I think that's a fair price. There you go. Got it up to 288.22, 259.40. I mean, that barely even saves it, but that's a hell of a boost right there. I mean, that would be nice. If I saw this as like the real EV, I'd be like, yeah, it's still just barely above EV or the MSRP, and it's like $130-140 above my cost. That's 2-to-1 on profit. I mean, I'd be happy with that. I think you guys probably still wouldn't be terribly happy with that. Also, since I did the math wrong and I got to replicate this, it's actually 323. I was going to say there's no fucking way in hell that's high enough. Okay, so 323. Yeah. All you got to do is drop in 5 $30 cards and boom, there it is. Just 5 cards. Just change 5 fucking cards. All you had to do, Wizards. I didn't even go down to the ones that are worth 0 to me. I went to the mid-level cards, mid-level rares, and put in 5 fetch lands, and that's what we got. So why don't you put in fetch lands, Wizards? Why don't you think that was a good idea? Because I think it was a good idea. I think this right here, this is a good idea. Look at this. What do you guys think? Is this a good idea? $323, is that a better idea than whatever bullshit it is right now? I think so. Anyway, I'm done ranting about this shit. So it's either 50% or 100% Wizards' fault and 50% or 100% Sports and More's fault. So if you hear people complaining about them, you're just like, oh, they just don't like their competition. They're more streamlined. They do things more efficiently. They get a better deal. Good for them. That's business. Free market. No, this is the effect. Here it is right in front of your face. So fuck this set and fuck Wizards. Get rid of Sports and More or fuck off. I'm never buying another product from them again after this. See you guys next video.